Hello. Basketball fans, you've got it on. K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to Phoenix. Now, here's Garland. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the Raptors, Doris, with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Now, here's Fultz. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Miller. Turner with it. Boucher defending. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Fultz. Nobody near Barnes. Knocks down the 3-ball. Barnes has got 5 now.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Now, here is Halliburton to the paint. And so Indiana again turning it over. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. 4-point game. That's a 2 from Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck into the cup. Nice finish.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
I think part of that is making sure your effort allows you to stay connected to shooters. That takes 2 things, coordination and communication.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Pass to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Garland. He has 5. Just 4 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Indiana ball.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 4. Fultz brings the double team. Miller outside. Inside. And Halliburton slams it in.
That's Irish Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
The wide open look here for Garland. Off target with his 3. Now Halliburton. Here's Turner. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The 3 from Garland. And again, Toronto no up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Turner. Pass to Miller. Lets it go from deep. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors with the lead. Back to Barnes. Fades. And another basket for Toronto.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Halliburton drives in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Outside Garland. Boucher the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, you can see how effective Darius Garland can be shooting it. It's all about him finding his rhythm.
The shot by Turner no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Garland. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
And here's Garland for 3. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Drills the 3-pointer. Collins has got 5 now.
An improving 3-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick. To the inside. Here's Achua. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the middle. And stolen by Achua. Fast break Toronto. Burks leading the charge. To the left side wing. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Now, here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pirtle inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Here's Dick, covered by Miller, and stolen by Miller. Here's Nembhard, and he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Toronto turns it over again. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Here's Nembhard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. .158 left in the first half. Schroeder with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Dick. Off target from three-point range. Pacers trail by 3. Down low. Neesmith can't get it to go. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And one thing Oubre could do to help his offense, to me, make himself into a better ball handler. Great dribble drive move that time.
Raptors leading by 4. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Pirtle with the double team. There's the 3. Moron. That's good. And now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And they recover it. Pass to Dick. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's a close game here in Toronto. Here's Nembhard. Here's Jackson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the right side. Here's Dick. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of Darius Garland on full display. This guy skilled at creating opportunities.
Stolen by Garland. Here's Barnes.
You got to be kidding.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And it's Halliburton penetrating. Turner for three. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Halliburton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Barnes grabs the miss. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Garland, no good. Pacers trailed by three. Miller outside. Lets it go with a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Well, Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Boucher. Beyond the arc. And the three ball is good. Boucher's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Halliburton. He's got 8. And Boucher sends it back. Garland left side. Barnes outside. Back to Boucher. Jacks up a three. Collins grabs the miss. Pacers trailed by 3. Halliburton outside. Pass to Collins. And Barnes sends it back.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Back to Garland. From the arc. It's good from long range. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Pass to Miller. Oubre outside. Out to Miller. Shot to stop the run. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Raptors leading by 8. Over in the corner, Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays. He can get downhill. He can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
Outside Garland. Pass to Fultz. Back to Garland. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Oubre. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Miller. Plays it up off the glass. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Boucher. Garland left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I think, guys, you have to love the confidence Darius Garland brings to the game. This guy acts decisively. He's a quick decision maker. Even though he's young, he's not afraid to lead. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here he goes. Nembhard. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Rangers leading by 8. Now here's Schroeder. Top of the key, Achua. Pirtle trying to get open. It's good. Achua's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Collins has got the ball here for the Pacers. 8-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick. Tries again. Puts the move on. And the shot goes down. And the Raptors lead by 10. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And the Raptors call time here. And some changes here for the Raptors. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. For 3, Siakam. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for 2.
It's going to be on Miles' turn. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
What you love about Halliburton is in pick-and-roll action, he always knows where to put the pass to make it easy on his teammate.
And here is Barnes. A fader. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Pass to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Boucher with the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Halliburton on the wing. Turner. That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Pass to Boucher. Barnes outside. Toronto working the ball around now. Over Halliburton. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Garland looking it over. And Siakam has it in the corner. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Turner. Here's Halliburton. No good off the back of the rim. Toronto leading by 8. Siakam, right side. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And 1:01 left in the fourth. Lobbed up there for Collins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Scotty Barnes.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Garland for 3. The shot comes out. So it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team.